Las Vegas. With his T18 finish Sunday at the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open, Charley Hoffman will donate $98,600 to victims of the October 1st mass shooting on the Las Vegas Strip. Hoffman, a UNLV rebel and longtime Las Vegas resident, announced at the beginning of the week that the entirety of his Shriners earnings will go to the Direct Impact Fund, via PGA Tour charities. A final round 1 under par 70 left him 4 under for the week. When he exited the scoring trailer before the end of the tournament, he guessed he was going to be able to give back something like $100,000. He wasn't far off. "You know what, I'm lucky that the Shriners Hospital and the PGA Tour gave me the opportunity to donate and help people here in Las Vegas," he said. "I called Las Vegas home for 20 years. I went to college here." Shriners Hospitals for Children Open articles, photos and videos. Full field scores from the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open with the stories I've heard this week. There are a lot of people hurting in this city. I just hope to be able to give back, hopefully a good check, and hopefully do some good. In addition to his donation, Hoffman will be auctioning off the custom Las Vegas-styled spikes he has been wearing this week around TPC Summerlin. In addition to donating his earnings from this week to Vegas shooting survivors, Charley Hoffman is auctioning off these custom spikes. Pic.twitter.com/tvjaxt5k, Nick Menta at Nick Mentalk. November 5, 2017. The Vegas Strong auction, which can be found here, will close on Monday at noon PT, with the proceeds going to the Las Vegas Victims Fund. Article tags Charley Hoffman. Beating Texas A&M senior Cameron Champ has decided to turn pro. He will make his pro debut this week at the PGA Tour's Old Classic at Mayakoba, where he received a sponsor exemption. Champ, who starred at this year's U.S. Open at Erin Hills, where he powered his way into a tie for 4th through 36 holes, advanced last week to the finals of the Web.com Tour Q School. Guaranteed to have at least some status next year on the developmental circuit, and with the prospect of the maximum 7 sponsor exemptions on the PGA Tour, Champ decided to leave school at the halfway point of the season. "Everyone here at Texas A&M is excited for Cam," Aggies coach JT Higgins said Monday. "His goal has always been to play on the PGA Tour, and this puts him one step closer. We wish him the best of luck in pursuit of his dream." Champ made only one start for A&M this fall, finishing 12th individually, but the team won all 3 of its events in which Champ did not play. The Aggies are currently ranked 4th in the country. Champ told Golf Digest that he didn't consider turning pro until his tie for 32nd at the U.S. Open, where he led the field in driving distance 337.3 yards. For more on Champ, check out this profile from Erin Hills. Patrick Cantlay earned his first PGA Tour victory in a playoff at the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open. Here's a look at what was in his winning bag. Driver Titleist 917D2 9.5 degrees, with Mitsubishi Rayon Diamante S plus 73X shaft. Fairway Wood Titleist 917F 15 degrees, with Mitsubishi Rayon Diamante S plus 70X shaft. Hybrid Titleist 816H2 21 degrees, with Fujikura Speeder Evolution HP 95X shaft. Irons Titleist 714 AP24 petawatts, with True Temper Dynamic Gold Tour Issue X100 shafts. Wedges Titleist Voki Design SM554, 56, 60 degrees, with True Temper Dynamic Gold Tour Issue S400 shafts. Putter Scotty Cameron GSS Prototype. Ball Titleist Pro V1's article tags what's in the bag. Patrick Cantlay unranked in February. Patrick Cantlay is now inside the top 50 of the official world golf ranking following his playoff victory Sunday at the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open. Cantlay outlasted Alex Cejka and Weekham on the second extra hole at TPC Summerlin, and with the win he moved up 25 spots to number 42 in the world. The 25-year-old was unranked prior to the at Pebble Beach Pro-Am in February, a start that sparked a strong run for Cantlay that included a Tour Championship appearance and no missed cuts. Now the former number 1 amateur is ranked ahead of veterans like Brandon Grace 44th, Zach Johnson 48th and Bill Haas 50th. A playoff runner-up helped Cejka jump 104 spots to number 196 in the world, while Kim went from number 148 to number 114. Chesson Hadley, who was among the group that finished 1 shot outside the playoff in Las Vegas, jumped 7 spots to number 79. A second consecutive European Tour win helped bolster Justin Rose's trophy collection, but it didn't affect the Englishman's ranking. Rose remains at world number 6 for another week, while runners-up Dylan Fratelli and Nicholas Colsaerts both cracked the top 100. Fratelli jumped 27 spots to number 76, while Colsaerts went from 135th to 98th. The only change among the top 10 came at number 8, as an idle Rory McIlroy supplanted Henrik Stenson. Dustin Johnson remains number 1, followed by Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Hideki Matsuyama and John Ram. Rose remains 6th, with Brooks Koepka, McIlroy, Stenson and Ricky Fowler rounding out the top 10. With his return to competition now set for the Hero World Challenge later this month, Tiger Woods fell 3 more spots to no 1183 in the world. Article tags Patrick Cantlay, Shriners Hospitals for Children Open, OWGRLAS Vegas, with the sunlight all but gone and after 90 minutes of PGA Tour pros looking like weekend hackers, Patrick Cantlay finally, mercifully, ended the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open on Sunday. He made a scrambling par on the second extra hole to defeat Alex Cejka and weak him in a playoff for his first PGA Tour title. As choppy as the finish was, and make no mistake, it was a gagfest, when that final putt dropped, none of it mattered. Because there was Cantlay, standing victorious, reasserting his place in this game after 3 years of injury and what he termed on Sunday night as heartbreak. It wasn't all that long ago that Cantlay, now 25, was the top-ranked amateur in the world for 55 weeks, as highly touted a prospect as guys named Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas. It just feels like a long time ago, he said Sunday night, seated next to his new trophy. When he turned pro in 2012, PGA Tour victories seemed assured for the Nicholas Award winner out of UCLA. It just took him a lot longer than expected. And when his moment came, it was far from pretty. The finish did not happen the way I thought it would, he admitted, but it was just enough. Shriners Hospitals for Children Open articles, photos and videos. Full field scores from the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open after starting the day 4 behind co-leaders J.J. Spaun and Beau Hossler. Cantlay took the outright lead with a birdie at 13, one of 4 in a row on nose, 11-14. To that point, Sunday's final round had looked nothing like Saturday's third round, when wind gusts of nearly 40 miles an hour battered the field late in the day. But one hole later, after a calm start, the wind returned to send those near the top of the leaderboard into a collective nosedive. It was really 2 different days out there, Cantlay said. It was really like the first 14 holes, and the last 4 holes. The first 14 holes were a shootout. The last 4 were anything but. At one point, with absolutely no one wanting to win this golf tournament, the Shriners appeared headed for a 5-way playoff. Cantlay, who had reached 11 under par, bogeyed 17 and 18 to post 9 under. Kim, likewise, dropped a shot on the 72nd hole to get into the clubhouse at 9. Next up, needing birdie to win and part to get into a playoff, Chesson Hadley bogeyed 18. You may be noticing a theme here, to fall out of contention. And in the final group's 54-hole leader J.J. Spaun finished double bogey to drop from 10 under par to 6 under par. That left 3 players to return to the 18th tee: Cantlay, Kim, and Alex Cejka, who had gone off in the morning's second starting time and fired a 64 to reach 9 under long before it was en vogue. It was a little bit tricky. Hanging out for 1.5 hours, it was a long time, said Cejka, who had been off the course closer to 2 hours. I was watching, forced for a long time. And then the wine picked up. I was eating and packing up. I almost put everything in the car. But then the wind kicked up and the guys were making bogeys and doubles. And after all 3 players made surprise bogey on the first extra hole, they once again returned to the tee at 18, where Cantlay lost his ball to the right and encountered some tree trouble on the second playoff hole. At that point, he had 2 options: chip out, or lace a punch cut 4-iron from 185 yards that went under one tree and around another. He chose the latter option and ran his ball through the back of the green into a small collection area, 70 feet from the hole. With Kim out of it and Cejka off the green, Cantlay very nearly holed his putt from the fringe, which burned the left edge. And when Cejka failed to get up and down, Cantlay brushed in his par putt, sending a parade of Shriners onto the putting surface. It was a coronation long overdue for Cantlay, after back injuries forced him away from competitive golf for 3 years from 2014 to 2017. And it was during that time away, in 2016, that his best friend and caddy, Chris Roth, was killed crossing an intersection in a hit-and-run accident, with Cantlay standing 10 feet away. There were some really low times, he said, but Cantlay has persevered. He put his medical extension to good use last season, finishing second at the Valspar Championship and making it all the way to the Tour Championship at East Lake on only 13 starts. And now, he's a PGA Tour champion. Patrick Cantlay is back, and he is setting his sights on once again becoming the #1 player in the world, this time, as a professional. Having won, I hope they pile up, he said. I feel like getting your first one can sometimes be the toughest one to get. I want to be the best player in the world, and I want to win a bunch of tournaments. I feel like if that's not what you're out here for, you shouldn't be out here. Article tags Patrick Cantlay, Alex Chayka.